back for more every single time.
Hey Jake, who would you say is your top 5 influencing list now? I know you did one before when I asked you, but who is it now?
I don't even know, man. Like I would just say Logan's at the top of it, especially like now. KSI is definitely up there.
Saw Poppy in there somewhere, or
he's in there somewhere for sure. Slim. Yeah.
Would you ever fight your brother?
I don't think so.
Jake, what were you thinking when he walked out?
He's just such an interesting man. Like, I've never seen that during a press conference. But I guess he probably had to go pee really, really badly. And I didn't think he was coming back. I definitely didn't think he was coming back. So I think he really just had to go pee. No, I mean, Nathan's an interesting guy.
You've got to watch him fight so much. It's almost like you know what to expect, right? Early on, he's going to start slow, but he's going to get stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. Do you have to kind of train and prepare for that specifically, knowing that, like, hey, I might beat him up for 4 rounds, but he might still be there and come on stronger in the 5th and 6th and 7th?
For sure. This is gonna, you know, my cardio is gonna have to be on point more than ever, more than any of my other fights, and knowing that he's gonna try to survive to the later rounds, and I guarantee you that's part of his strategy. So we're working and focusing on that.
Do you think he's going to take more damage than any of your opponents before? You know, you said you've dropped all the guys you fought.
Yeah.
He's a guy, like, he gets dropped, but he gets back up, he keeps fighting. Do you have to sort of say to yourself, right, look, if I don't get him out of there, I have to stay composed and just keep going?
Yeah, for sure. But I also think that in boxing, it's just different. The way boxers punch, the way I'm taught, my technique is different than the MMA fighters. That's why you've never seen Tyron Woodley get knocked out like that. It's just a different style, and there's more weight on the end of the glove. So when that's coming to swinging at you, it's like a sledgehammer.
Were you upset when he choked your brother out in New Orleans?
I think he's a bully, like choking out random dudes on the street. You know, he's always getting into fights, always causing trouble. So I'm excited to go in there August 5th and bully the bully.
What did you make of his demeanor today? Sometimes we see more trash talk from him, but he seemed a bit more calm.
Yeah, he was like calm, respectful. I don't know, it was interesting. I wanted to get him riled up because he talked that shit on social media. He says everything in interviews, but today when I was face to face with him, he acted like a bitch.
So Jake, you said you
made your body work, because the back half of that Tommy fight, you start going to the body and start paying dividends. Kind of Devontae got Ryan up out of that.
Yeah, no, for sure, and a ton of other things, but that's definitely in the game plan always.
You have to stop him. It's not just like in your hand, you have to stop him.
No, definitely not. I mean, I'm gonna be outpointing him the whole entire fight while he's coming forward and just outboxing him, outclassing him. So people are gonna see that, and he's gonna walk into something I believe in and get stopped.
What do you make of a rematch? You know, in the works in the future. I know you addressed the media saying this was always in the plan, but Tommy Fury ultimately, if you get past me.
Yeah, I think it has to happen again. You know, just the numbers were massive. It was a great event. It was a good fight. And Tommy's down. I'm down. So I think it happens at some point for sure.
You put 800,000 to your 830. I know that media's put out different numbers, but you had a different number from a lot of people.
Yeah, like I know the actual numbers in the business, and they put out 1 million plus pay-per-view buys for Ryan versus Tank, but that's not the truth. It was 800,000. Granted, at a higher price point, so obviously that plays a factor, but still, when we're going numbers for numbers, my event did more pay-per-view buys.
Jake, what did you make of? How did you know? Is it your pay-per-view connections, or just?
Yeah, I mean, we know the people inside of these companies that give us the exact numbers and the exact info, because we're working with all of the companies, and that's the unique thing about the position I'm in. I work with DAZN, Showtime, BT, you know, all of these people, Fight.tv, so we just know everyone and everywhere and where all these pay-per-view buys are coming from.
Jake, you're turning the mic.
It's very unique here, Jake. Like fighting for DAZN now, you've done ESPN, you've done pretty much every major platform here. What are you seeing so far as like the partnership with this company?
No, I think it's great. You know, my first professional fight was with DAZN, so excited to be working back here again. And obviously, it's a great team, and it's going to be another massive success for the company.
Is this personal with Nate in your mind?
I mean, not really. Like I don't take things personal. I just think it's fun to troll talk shit, have fun at the press conferences, and put on a show for the fans. But in terms of me winning the fight, it's me versus me. I'm gonna be locked into my training camp over the next 88 days and focus on being the best version of myself.
Did he say anything up there today that surprised you or took you off guard?
He was just like hella nice, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, he's talking all that shit online, talking shit on Twitter, and then just didn't really say anything.
Okay,
I think that's a bit of like mental
guys,
warfare
last
on
question.
his behalf.
I don't think he's that smart, brother.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it.